Good evening. Thank you for joining us with Cooking with the Count. Tonight we're going to make Maryland crab cakes. You know, the type that actually have crab in it, you know, not just a bunch of breading. A friend of mine stopped by one night and we hadn't eaten yet, and I just kind of threw some of these together. And when I was done, he was looking down at it and he says, "Is that what a crab cake is supposed to look like?" And I kind of chuckled, and I kind of questioned what he was talking about. And he says, "I've never had one that I could actually see crab." Well, we're going to do it the right way. So with that, we're going to start off. We have a pound of crab. We have 1 cup of breadcrumb. We have 2 eggs. We have mayonnaise, parsley, hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, prepared mustard, dry mustard, lemon juice, and Old Bay seasoning. So let's get started. First, we're going to take our breadcrumb. Then we're going to add the egg. And the other egg. Basically what we want to do is mix all our ingredients together before we put in the crab, because we don't want to break up the crab. You know, that's the part that I always go crazy with, is they mash all the crab up and it looks like a mush. No, we want the crab to be whole pieces. That's when it tastes good. Now the mayo. See, the nice part is this is actually a very easy recipe. It does not have to be difficult. It will cook up fast. The only difference is crab is still a little expensive. Now the dry mustard. Now, mind you, you can get all these recipes that I'm doing on our website at www.cookingwiththecount. Mustard, Worcestershire sauce, good stuff. Doesn't get half the amount of credit that it should. Hot sauce. Everything tastes better with a little bit of hot sauce. Whether you're talking eggs or crab cakes. Old Bay seasoning. That just is synonymous with seafood. And a little bit of lemon juice. And parsley. Gives it pretty color. If nothing else, it actually does have a nice taste. Now we're going to mix this all up. Blend it all together. As you can see, I have a pretty straightforward blend of everything here. So now gently we're going to fold in the crab. 1 pound of delicious crab. And see those nice big hunks? That's what we're looking for. We want to keep the integrity of the crab. Now, we want to mix this, but we want to literally just fold it into the crab. We don't want to break the crab all up. I'm actually trying to be as gentle as possible to make sure that the crab doesn't break up. And my buddy Dean will recognize the crab cakes that he had that night. And he'll leave a good comment, I'm sure. Now, okay, that looks pretty good. Now, for the record, I did clean my hands, wash them very nicely, plenty of hot water and soap, and we're going to form the crab cakes right here on this cutting board. Makes life a lot easier. Now, I don't know about you, but I like a nice big crab cake. I'm not into these little store-bought things that look like a little hockey puck. So, here's 6 nice crab cakes. Like I said, you're not going to find these in most restaurants. They'd never use that much. They couldn't afford to do it. But at home, we break all the rules. So, with that, let's get cooking. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of butter to our pan and get that warmed up. Yes, I'm using the big pan again tonight. I like this pan. Anyway, here's that spray bottle that I was telling you about that I found for my olive oil. So I guess unless Pam wants to pick us up as a sponsor, we'll be using this thing for a while. Of course, it's a lot cheaper too. So as you can see, the pan is nice and hot. It's starting to sing a little bit. La 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 la. And let's add our crab cakes. Now we're going to let those cook. Get them nice and golden brown. Check that out. Those look good. Want to make sure it's there. As you can see, these are getting nice and golden brown. Looks like. Can you taste it? I can. These are looking so incredible. If I have any viewers from Maryland, I'm sure you're smiling right now and saying, that's what they're supposed to look like. One down. Two down. 5 and 6. As you can see, it didn't take long. So with that, here's your Maryland crab cake. Bon appetit. It's so good. Remember, if you want this recipe, www.cookingwiththecount.com. cookingwiththecount.com. Thank you and good night. God bless.